Flash flooding in Texas, a warning to newcomers.
Yes, it's no joke. Welcome back to our channel,
Life with the Jacksons.
I'm Brenda.
And I'm Leon.
And we're a family that have moved from Canada to the US and Texas, the Hill Country in particular, about 2 years ago. And we share our stories and our life journey as we move here. And most of it's been positive. And the reason why we moved to Texas, one of the reasons was the weather. But never really experienced this flash flooding ever. It's so scary, and it's a warning that you should really be aware of the risks.
As Brenda mentioned, we moved here 2 years ago to the Hill Country. Initially, when we first came here, we were looking at the Houston area.
Yes, but we didn't like it because of the flood zone. You had to buy in a particular area and you had to stay away from the flood zone. So the hurricanes scared us. So we said, well, this is not us.
No, and then the next option we thought, well, how about the Dallas area?
Not hurricanes, tornadoes.
Tornadoes, yeah. A different risk.
Yes, and then we picked the Hill Country.
Yeah, so we moved to the Hill Country. There was not a lot of talk about the flash floods and whatnot, and probably because they'd been in a drought for several years.
Well, yeah, because remember we'd be driving around, we'd go and we'd see these signs like up above here, and we'd say, how could the water get 5 feet plus?
Yeah, is that really going to happen?
Yeah, in these little mosquitoes, in these little in these little crossovers or by these bridges. So, we would ask people and they'd say, well, yeah, it has happened. They haven't seen it. Some people have, but it does happen.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the Hill Country of Texas is prone to flash flooding. So it does happen. There is a history in the central Texas area, the Hill Country area, even back to the early 30s, there was severe flooding. The latest severe floods were back in 1987 that hit the Kerrville area. That was really struck hard again this year in July.
Well, and we're very fortunate that it never happened, close to our neighborhood. We saw the flash flooding affect the trail walks that we walk in, where you would walk through them, and skinny trails that became rivers, and they were flowing really quickly. But the next day, you can go walk them. You'd have some of the erosion, but you can still go ahead and walk. So we were fortunate that way. But it's an eye-opener because Kerrville is not very far away from where we live.
Yeah, it was quite devastating to the area. You look on TV and there's houses that are just picked up and moved, and they're heading downriver. And it's kind of a background. The Hill Country is very rocky. They've been in a drought for several years. So a lot of the soils are very hard packed and extremely dry. And they just could not absorb the amount of moisture that was falling. The biggest reason was they had a tropical storm.
Yes, Barry.
Yeah, tropical storm Barry. Moved in off the Gulf of America and just situated itself right over the Hill Country, right over central Texas.
For days, and it was crazy. Leon showed me on the weather map, and it just had this red zone, and it stayed there, and it did not move. And just in our neighborhood alone, we had thunder, like big booms, lightning, and the rain. The rain just kept on coming. You'd go out the front door, you just see it flow. You go to the back door, you just see it flow. And that's just in our neighborhood. And we're close to the Guadalupe and the Camel River, as well as Canyon Lake's not very far from our community where we live. But it's, you can't drive anywhere when it's like that. It's too dangerous.
No. Yeah, and the areas that were the hardest hit, they had inches and inches, and it turned into feet of water fall on them for days on end, which is just, no rivers can handle that. And people, in the Kerrville area, the river, the Guadalupe River, rose about 37 feet in about an hour, which is crazy.
And it's really, you can look at the weather network and you can get the warnings, and sometimes you don't, it goes in one ear out the other, or you swipe and you don't even think about it. You look at the rain, you see what the rainfall is going to be, and it's not significant. But sometimes, like this time, it could be wrong.
Forecasts are wrong.
Right? And unfortunately, many people lost their lives.
families are devastated, towns were devastated, and it's going to take months, if not years, to recover from that. So I mean, if you know, if you're in,
our hearts are heavy.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to talk about it.
Yeah.
And we didn't want to put a video on it.
Yeah.
But it's so sad.
Yeah, it is. And you know, luckily, as Brendan mentioned, we were affected by the heavy rains. We got probably 6 or 7 inches of rain where we live, but nothing like what these folks had to go through and what they continue to go through. So if you're, we'll have some links below if you would like to donate, because they're still looking for donations to help the folks that have been affected by this disaster.
Absolutely, and thank goodness to the first responders and the community help, the churches, nonprofit organizations, all the communities are all working together to help, you know, the victims. And you know, it's not going to stop. This is going to go on for months, possibly years. It's this devastation so bad. So if you know, if you're looking for an area, we'll have a few options down below. And you never know when this could ever happen to you and your family. Yeah,
it is devastating, and what we've learned as newcomers, like I said, we've heard about flash flooding but never really experienced it, and luckily we haven't really experienced it, but we've witnessed it somewhat from abroad, I guess. So things that we've learned, you heed the warnings from, because I mean, we've seen rain, we've been in thunderstorms before, but nothing like what happened here in the month of July here in Central Texas. So heed the warnings. They have a saying in Texas. What do they say?
Yeah, turn around, don't drown.
Don't drown.
Yeah.
Yep. So
don't try to walk through. Don't try to ride your bike. Try to walk through, drive through.
Yeah.
That river will take you away.
It does.
That water, whatever the current is, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
And if your kids are out and about, have them stay put.
Yes.
Or even yourself, stay put. You don't need to drive and take the risk to move.
Yeah. Get to high ground and wait it out. The storm, they're not going to last forever. You know, contact your loved ones, let them know you're safe, and that's the best way to do that.
Absolutely.
Well, I hope this video helped, especially out there to all the new folks that have moved to the Central Texas area. Be aware of the weather patterns and heed the warnings that you're given.
So let this life be your best life. We look forward to connecting with you.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Until next time.
Bye-bye.